position.
Well, hold on there. I don't want to remove you. Quite the opposite, in fact. I want to reward you with an extended vacation until after WrestleMania. Fortunately, my daughter Stephanie is a former general manager.
I'm alive, I can't complain no more. The sun out, baby, I don't see the rain no more.
Your days as champion are numbered. After the Sunday's Royal Rumble, the championship is going to be around the waist of someone who deserves to hold it. Because that's what I want. And what I want, I get.
I don't like the idea that a SmackDown superstar could win the championship this Sunday, but let's face it, you become a liability to Raw as champion, and you certainly haven't made my life any easier over the last few weeks.
This is it, the Royal Rumble. Get ready to crown a new champion tonight. I just hope that SmackDown doesn't walk out of here with the title. That won't happen. Have a little faith in Raw, will you? Three of the WWE's greatest superstars square off for the championship tonight, live on pay-per-view.
I gotta roll the dice, never look back and never think twice. Whoa, I never give in. Whoa, I never.
He's suffered defeat at the hands of the champion recently, and he's not a superstar who handles losing well. And with our most prestigious championship on the line, this is as perfect an opportunity for payback as he's going to get. The champion has gotten the better of him in their recent series of matches, but will tonight be his night?
I think it will. The championship is on the line, and he's going to pull out all the stops tonight.
You think you know?
I can't imagine being in a worse position than this man. After weeks of enduring overwhelming odds, two titans of sports entertainment are coming for his championship.
And even if he survives tonight, he's still on Mr. McMahon's hit list. Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
Boy, Booker T will tell you how great he is until your dadgum ears fall off. Quite frankly, look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well.
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You've got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live. I think this crowd has decided to exercise their right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
He's a slippery devil. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit. I don't think his attempt to get this crowd on his side is paying off.
He's not trying to get the crowd on his side, JR. He's letting everyone know that he's going to win this one, whether they like it or not.
It doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love from this crowd tonight, and who can blame them? They're certainly not getting much from Edge.
That's not true, JR. I'm sure this arena is just full of Edge heads tonight. You might not hear them cheering, but that's probably because they're in awe of the fact that they're watching their favorite superstar.
Or maybe it's because the Edge heads turned on Edge right about the same time he turned on them, King. I think they do a pretty good job of making themselves heard, but with those boos instead of cheers now.
Look at that! No fear whatsoever. What an amazing superstar.
Be that as it may, this isn't the sort of thing that wins matches, King.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way! I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you. Oh no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
Oh no! I don't like the looks of this!
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
I'm so happy that we have a superstar like Edge on the Raw roster. Someone who sets goals for himself and, oh sure, now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off. Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat.
Oh no! That last shot busted him wide open.
It sure did, JR. And if I can borrow one of your lines, business is picking up.
This isn't business, King. That's a human being in there, and he's in bad shape now.
He's going for it, JR.
What a spear! And we ain't talking Brittany. That'll put your lights out permanently. Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't. Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be.
3.
You can look at...
He did it! Against all odds, he somehow managed to retain the championship.
I hate giving this guy the least bit of credit, but that was as impressive a victory as I've ever seen.
And the fact that he beat a superstar who's practically royalty of SmackDown makes it all the sweeter.
He did Raw proud. For once, he showed everyone who's the dominant brand around here.
I can't imagine Mr. McMahon would be too happy about this victory, though.
No kidding. I'm glad to be sitting next to you and not next to the chairman right now.
The champion still has Mr. McMahon to deal with. But for tonight, at least, he remains a true king of sports entertainment.
Enjoy it while it lasts, fella.
Mr. McMahon put a huge amount of pressure on me to make sure you didn't go to WrestleMania. I told him that we couldn't do the show without you, but he didn't like that at all. Now I'm on vacation. I'd look out if I were you.
I'm sorry if you had the impression that you had some time off, but that's, it's just not the case. You've got a no disqualification match against a surprise opponent, so if I were you, I'd start getting ready.
With the Royal Rumble behind us, we resume our journey down the road to WrestleMania. This is Oklahoma's own Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler, and the controversy surrounding our champion continues.
Yeah, our general manager just lost his job over it.
Actually, I believe he was sent on a indefinite vacation, King.
Well, whatever you call it, the McMahons are really running the show now.
Mr. McMahon. Position.
Well, hold on there. I don't want to remove you. Quite the opposite, in fact. I want to reward you with an extended vacation until after WrestleMania. Fortunately, my daughter Stephanie is a former general manager, and I'm sure she'll fill in admirably until you return.
Don't forget to write.
Have fun.
Our general manager has been sent on an extended vacation, and Stephanie McMahon is the interim GM.
And her first act as general manager was to make this a no disqualification, non-title match against the champion.
You think you know?
The only thing standing between this man and the McMahons was our general manager, and he's just been removed from the equation.
If you thought things were bad for him before, you haven't seen anything yet. I hate to admit it, but when I look at superstars like the Great Khali, part of me is glad I don't wrestle that much anymore.
Are you seriously admitting that the Great Khali intimidates you?
Don't go putting words in my mouth. I'm not saying I couldn't beat him. I'm just saying I'm glad I don't have to try. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy thing.
I'm so happy that we have a superstar like Edge on the Raw roster. Someone who sets goals for himself and doesn't let anything stop him from reaching them. He's a great role model for young fans.
Oh, he's a terrific role model, all right. Edge is a real humanitarian. A guy who would just as soon sell you out as look at you.
What are you talking about, JR? That's just a nasty rumor spread by people who wanted to be in Edge's league but couldn't keep up with him.
Come on, King. You've watched Edge as much as I have, and you've seen the things he's pulled. Talk about someone whose heart is as cold as the other side of the hill. Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off.
Oh, no. I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better...
He's going for it, JR.
What a spear! And we ain't talking Brittany. That'll put your lights out permanently. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
His opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair... We could have a pinfall here, JR. What happened to the lights?
Somebody must have fallen asleep with the switch. Oh, my God. Do you see what I'm seeing?
I see it, but I don't think he does.
Well, he sure sees him now.
It might be the last thing he ever sees.
He was screwed, plain and simple.
And he'll be lucky if that's the worst that happens to him before WrestleMania.
That was a pretty funny joke. Asking me if I'd team up with you this week? You were joking, right?
Yeah, got your message about teaming up this week against you-know-who. I don't think I'll be able to do it. I've, gotta wash my hair.
You must be out of your mind if you think for 1 second that I'd team up with you against that monster. Don't bother asking again. You'll just embarrass yourself even further.
I hear you're having trouble finding a partner, and that's just too bad. I mean, really, my heart bleeds for you. But if you can't find anyone, I'm just gonna be forced to make it a handicap match.
The road to WrestleMania continues. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler at ringside. And King, it sounds like Raw will have a presence at No Way Out in less than 2 weeks.
And for the champion, there really might be no way out.
He'll be up against one of the most powerful superstars in WWE history. I don't much like his odds.
Yeah, and there's only one guy in the locker room who supports him. How long do you think that's going to last?
Tonight's main event could be one of the biggest matches in WWE history. What was that?
Wake up, Sean. Wake up.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
No, 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 no!
You think you know?
The champion was supposed to have a tag team match tonight, but his partner, I don't even know where to begin.
I don't even want to think about what happened to his partner. I'm going to have nightmares about that for weeks.
And the opponent, weighing 326 pounds, Kane.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Raw, live from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler.
It's always great coming home to Memphis, JR, and I personally guarantee my hometown fans the show of a lifetime.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, King. The Raw superstars are fired up, so let's get this show on the road. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's got the crowd behind him all match. And now it's paying off. You're not going to get him with that one.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. I think that, oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something, quick! These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. Uh-oh. Come on, you gotta stop this guy before he really gets going. We could have a pinfall here, JR. The word giant gets thrown around a lot, but the Great Khali is the real deal.
He sure is. I can't even begin to imagine where they found a monster like the Great Khali.
I don't know, but I wish I did, just so I could stay the heck away from there.
You and me both, partner. This capacity crowd is solidly behind.
Looks like someone's heading for the high-rent district.
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat.
There's some evil intentions in the eyes of that man right there.
There it is! Spear! You gotta give him credit for that one, JR. Oh, no! I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and looks like he's trying for a pin here. This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end. Oh, my, he's bleeding. That's an unfortunate... Oh, no. What's he going to do here?
Oh, my gosh. What a spear. I'm surprised he didn't break his opponent in half, JR. Oh, no. This is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum. He's going for the pin.
1, 2.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
I'm so happy that we have a superstar like Edge on the Raw roster. Someone who sets goals for himself and doesn't let anything stop him from reaching them. He's a great role model for young fans.
Oh, he's a terrific role model, all right. Edge is a real humanitarian. A guy who would just as soon sell you out as look at you.
What are you talking about, JR? That's just a nasty rumor spread by people who wanted to be in Edge's league but couldn't keep up with him.
Come on, King. You've watched Edge as much as I do, and you've seen the things he's pulled. Talk about someone whose heart is as cold as the other side of the pillow.
Well, I'm sorry you've decided to sympathize with the losers, JR. Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be.
This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect the tenacity of each and every WWE superstar. A textbook reversal there. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain...
Here it comes, JR. He's in position.
Oh, man, what a spear. That's a tooth chipper for sure.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. He went straight for the pin. No flies on him.
3.
What an... I thought these two were terrifying before, but seeing them this angry is something else entirely.
They're frustrated that they didn't get to completely dismantle the champ, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
I know that this is a tough business, but there are rules. You can't just end a superstar's career.
Tell that to these guys. Or better yet, tell that to Mr. McMahon.
No, thank you. I have no desire to make a target of myself.
That's the smartest thing you've said all night.
So have you had enough yet? There's still time for you to just give up now and save yourself a world of pain. Don't be an idiot. Think of your career and not your pride. I can't believe you were stupid enough to make that challenge, but I accept. Your championship will be on the line at No Way Out in a Hell in a Cell match. Get ready to be sent to hell by someone who's very familiar with the place.
No Way Out is this Sunday. This is Jim Ross here with my Hall of Fame partner, Jerry Lawler. And we just received word that the championship will be on the line at No Way Out in a Hell in a Cell match.
And no one knows Hell in a Cell like the challenger. This is going to be a massacre.
But before No Way Out, the champ has a challenge to survive tonight.
Yeah, someone else wants a piece of the champ, and Stephanie McMahon's giving it to him.
Someone very close to him was attacked backstage last week because he agreed to stand with the champion.
Yeah, and he's holding the champion responsible for it. Can't say as I blame him.
You think you know me?
And here comes the champ.
And that's not all.
Look at this. A vicious assault on the champion before he even has a chance to enter the ring.
They're really
This smacks of Stephanie McMahon's handiwork.
A pre-match assault, a no disqualification match, and then Hell in a Cell on Sunday. Oh, I'd hate to be the champ.
Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something, quick! Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having...
He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard to... Oh, for the love of... Talk about having no respect for your opponent.
Well, if you got a problem with it, maybe you should do something about it, JR.
He countered that and made it look easy. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King. He's a slippery devil.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. Understand how these fans can boo Edge, JR. They've got no respect for everything he's done for them.
Oh, you're full of it.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off.
There's the pin. Talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing up.
Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King. What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
Oh, no! I don't like the looks of this!
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out. Look at him feeding off the energy. There's some evil intentions in the eyes of that man right there.
There it is! Spear! You gotta give him credit for that one, JR.
This fantastic crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this!
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about he's a 3 count away from a pinfall?
1, 2, 3.
These superstars are beating the heck out of...
The champ is absolutely livid, and it's not hard to see why.
Yeah, well, boo-hoo. If he didn't want this kind of treatment, he shouldn't have betrayed Mr. McMahon.
You know, I've been thinking about that, and I started to wonder if the champ wasn't just a patsy.
You're not seriously making excuses for him, are you? You might as well kiss your job goodbye.
It wouldn't be the first time something like that has happened.
Yeah, but this time might be the last time. So watch it, okay?